On the remote planet of Xandria, a world of breathtaking landscapes and ancient mysteries, nature manifests itself in astonishing forms. Bioluminescent forests, oceans with vibrant hues, and mountains that seem to touch the heavens. Xandria is inhabited by a secular alien civilization that prides itself on a culture deeply rooted in the balance between technology and the vital energy of nature. Its people cultivate rituals and traditions that honor the natural cycles and the secrets of the cosmos, living in harmony with their environment while maintaining an isolationist policy to preserve their identity. For a long time, cultural and technological barriers were erected to keep Xandria untouched by external influences, protecting their way of life and their philosophy of peaceful coexistence with the planet. In this context, the arrival of humans emerges as a disruptive event, an unexpected element that challenges the established order. The natives, accustomed to stability and the preservation of their rituals, view the newcomers with suspicion and even hostility. Legends and stories passed down through generations warned about the dangers of disturbing the planet's sacred balance, and humans, with their reputation for impulsiveness, seem to represent exactly that threat. Still, Xandria's lush environment, with its hidden secrets and landscapes that inspire both awe and fear, sets the stage for an epic narrative, where cultural clash transforms into a battle of wills and where the impossible can be achieved. This is the setting in which human determination will prove capable of altering the destiny of a world that, until then, had rejected them. The arrival of humans on Xandria is marked by a long journey filled with uncertainties. Departing from a distant Earth, an interstellar fleet led by fearless pioneers and scientists traverses the cosmos in search of new horizons and refuges for humanity. As the explorers enter Xandria's space, they encounter a planet that blends beauty with danger, where every corner seems to hold an ancient secret. Upon landing, the human ships touch down in regions defined by unique geological formations and shimmering forests that awaken both curiosity and apprehension among the crew. The first contacts, though cautious, are imbued with surprise. An atmosphere teeming with organic compounds and a unique luminosity defies the known parameters of human science. The landing team, led by a group of experienced officers and ambitious scientists, sets up a base camp, where they begin gathering data and samples. However, this presence does not go unnoticed by Xandria's inhabitants. Observing from afar, the natives interpret the arrival of humans as an invasion, a rupture in the delicate balance that has sustained their way of life for centuries. The initial interactions unfold in a tense atmosphere. While some humans attempt to establish peaceful contact and exchange knowledge, the natives respond with warning gestures and veiled hostility. This collision of worlds and cultures highlights the fundamental differences between the two groups, foreshadowing the conflicts to come. Thus, the arrival of humans marks the beginning of a new era for Xandria, where the fear of the unknown mixes with the hope of transformation, and where every step taken redefines the course of a once untouched planet. The first contact between humans and Xandria's natives quickly turns into an inevitable confrontation, permeated by tension and cultural shock. In the first hours after landing, differences in language, customs, and technology create an environment of mutual misunderstanding. The natives, accustomed to tranquility and natural balance, interpret the human presence as an affront to the sacred order of their world, while the explorers see in the locals an opportunity for learning and perhaps even an alliance. However, small incidents ignite the flame of conflict. An awkward attempt at communication results in misunderstandings, and friendly gestures are mistaken for acts of domination. Physical confrontations arise when native patrols approach to investigate the newcomers, and humans, fearing reprisals, erect protective barriers. In these early moments, scenes of tension and fleeing unfold amidst the dense, glowing vegetation and the ruins of ancient natural structures, bearing witness to the collision of two distinctly different ways of life. The distrust deepens with the use of human technology, something the natives have never seen before, that symbolizes power and destruction. Isolated incidents, such as equipment failures and accidental explosions, fuel rumors that humans are belligerent invaders determined to upset Xandria's balance. These initial conflicts, though short-lived, leave deep marks, both physical and emotional scars that will spread across the planet. Each confrontation reinforces the narrative that peaceful coexistence seems impossible, creating an environment where fear and anger intensify. Thus, these early skirmishes become the harbinger of a larger battle, where both sides will have to decide between destruction or adaptation, paving the way for a cultural and physical war that will define Xandria's future. Faced with an environment radically different from what they knew, humans soon find themselves forced to adapt in order to survive on Xandria. The adverse conditions, from the peculiar atmosphere filled with unknown chemical compounds, to the hostile flora and fauna that defy earthly logic, impose daily challenges that test the limits of engineering, medicine, and above all, human creativity. The team of explorers, led by experienced scientists and officers, embarks on an intense study of the local ecosystem. Cutting-edge equipment is modified to analyze the composition of the soil and atmosphere, while biologists and ecologists collect samples from the bioluminescent plants and organisms that seem almost magical in nature. This quest for knowledge is not merely academic. Survival depends on the ability to understand and eventually harness the planet's resources. Simultaneously, humans must adjust their habits and technologies to cope with extreme conditions. Clothing and protective gear are adapted to filter out toxic substances and enable communication in an environment where sound propagates differently. This period of adaptation is marked by trial and error, with constant information exchange among team members who, united by necessity, develop unprecedented cohesion. Meanwhile, external pressure, from the wary natives, increases the urgency to find practical solutions. The challenges posed by Xandria turn each day into a lesson in resilience, innovation, and the capacity to transform adversity into opportunity. Thus, human adaptation is not merely about physical survival but also reflects a cultural transformation that prepares them for the conflicts ahead and the eventual conquest of a planet that initially rejected them. Amid adversity and the constant risk of hostility, human determination emerges as the primary weapon in the struggle for survival and dominance on Xandria. Every obstacle, from the planet's natural barriers to the natives' resistance, is met with a unique courage that defies all odds. Humans, known for their adaptability and inventiveness, demonstrate that true power lies in unity and perseverance in the face of the unknown. The accounts of the first weeks on Xandria transform into legends of bravery, teams that, even when confronted with imminent danger, explore inhospitable areas in search of resources, scientists who risk their lives to decipher the enigmas of alien biology, and leaders who inspire their comrades to not yield to fear. This determination is born not only from the instinct to survive but also from a deep conviction that humanity has a greater role to play in the universe, a role that demands audacity and the ability to turn the impossible into reality. The resilience of humans on Xandria is illustrated by initiatives that seem almost suicidal yet become milestones of achievement. Intensive training, risky experiments, and audacious strategies multiply in a scenario where every victory, no matter how small, fuels the flame of hope. This indomitable spirit, forged in adversity, leads every team member to see themselves not merely as survivors, but as pioneers capable of changing the planet's destiny. Ultimately, human determination, relentless and creative, proves decisive in altering the natives' perception, who begin to see the newcomers not as invaders but as forces capable of rewriting Xandria's history. It is this inner strength, the union of efforts, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge that paves the way toward conquest and reinvention of a world that once rejected them. During their forced coexistence with Xandria, humans begin to uncover the planet's hidden secrets, natural resources and technologies that, if understood, could turn the tide in the struggle against the hostile natives. Amid their relentless exploration, a surprising discovery emerges: a rare mineral dubbed Luminite, which possesses unparalleled energetic and regenerative properties. Initial research indicates that Luminite is not only abundant in certain regions of the planet but can also be used to enhance human technologies such as protective shields, propulsion systems, and even the creation of energy weapons. This discovery becomes a turning point, allowing humans to transform a natural resource into a fundamental strategic advantage. Specialized teams are dispatched to extract and study the mineral, while engineers and scientists work in makeshift laboratories to develop new applications. At the same time, the natives of Xandria, who have always relied on the planet's resources in a traditional way, are unaware of Luminite's transformative potential. This disparity in access and utilization creates growing tension, as humans begin to harness technologies that the natives never imagined possible. The first applications of the mineral result in prototypes that enhance the resilience of ships and the effectiveness of defenses, giving humans a decisive edge in direct confrontations. This discovery not only reinforces human confidence but also symbolizes their ability to transform adversity into opportunity. Luminite comes to be seen as the ace up their sleeve, a resource capable of reversing the course of battle, highlighting how ingenuity and a willingness to innovate can overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. With each new application, human presence on Xandria solidifies, paving the way for dominance and reshaping the destiny of a planet that once scorned them. Aware that survival and the future domination of Xandria depend on unity, humans begin consolidating their forces by forming internal alliances and strengthening the bonds of cooperation among expedition members. This crucial stage of their journey involves not only integrating technical knowledge but also creating a collective identity capable of overcoming the adversities imposed by a hostile environment and conflicts with the natives. Daily meetings, brainstorming sessions, and joint training exercises become routine, where leaders from various fields, from military commanders to scientists and engineers, share experiences and strategies. This synergy allows humans to maximize their resources, adapting technologies and methodologies in innovative ways. Stories of sacrifice and courage begin circulating among the groups, reinforcing the sense of belonging and mutual trust. Moreover, the formation of alliances transcends language barriers and cultural differences, establishing effective communication and a shared vision for the future. Every victory, however small, serves as proof that internal unity can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. The trust built during these critical moments fosters a team spirit essential for facing external challenges and leveraging strategic advantages like the discovery of Luminite. This integration leads humans to see themselves not merely as isolated individuals, but as a reborn nation, capable of redefining its role in the universe. The strengthening of this collective identity becomes a cornerstone for future battles, where cohesion and teamwork will be decisive in turning threats into victories. And if you believe that unity and innovation can rewrite the fate of a world, hit that like button and subscribe now. Join us on this intergalactic journey, where every new story invites you to explore the limits of the impossible. After months of escalating tension and strategic preparation, the inevitable moment of the final confrontation arrives. The decisive battle on Xandria is not merely a clash of weapons and technology. It is a true test of human resilience and creativity in the face of an enemy that underestimated the adaptability of the newcomers. As the native fleet, composed of ships proudly developed over centuries of tradition, positions itself to attack, the humans have already devised a bold plan. Utilizing the mineral Luminite, they have developed devices that enhance ship shields and create electromagnetic pulses capable of destabilizing enemy defenses. Tension mounts in the corridors of the human ships, where a mix of nervousness and determination is palpable. Officers review the final details of the strategy, while scientists adjust the device's calibrators, ensuring that every millisecond counts in the ensuing confrontation. At the climax of the battle, the planned maneuver is executed, a precise synchronization of attacks that harnesses the planet's own energy to overload the native systems. Explosions light up the skies of Xandria, and the sound of gunfire and colliding shields echoes across the vastness of space. The natives, caught off guard by the effectiveness of human technology, watch as their defense systems fail one by one. Every human advance is marked by collective effort, where unity and courage prove to be the most powerful weapons. The decisive battle is intense and bloody, but human determination prevails, turning every obstacle into an opportunity to reaffirm their right to exist and dominate. The final confrontation becomes not just a military victory, but a milestone in history, the moment when humans unmistakably demonstrate that their audacity and inventiveness can rewrite the rules of any universe. With the victory in the decisive battle, the human presence on Xandria evolves from a mere struggle for survival into an emerging empire. The domination of the planet is consolidated through the implementation of a governance system that unites technological innovations brought from Earth with a deep understanding of the natural resources discovered in the alien environment. Reconstruction begins with the creation of research and development centers spread across strategic regions, where engineers, scientists, and military leaders work side by side to transform the ruins of conflict into symbols of progress and hope. Technologies enhanced by Luminite are employed to build resilient and sustainable infrastructures that not only ensure the safety of the settlers but also respect the uniqueness of Xandria's ecosystem. At the same time, the process of domination is accompanied by a diplomatic effort to establish a new social order. Even the natives who once rejected the humans gradually come to recognize the transformative capabilities of the newcomers. This transition, though initially marked by resistance, culminates in the integration of knowledge and the creation of a hybrid culture where traditional elements merge with human innovations. The reconstruction of Xandria is not only physical but also symbolic. Every building, every piece of infrastructure, represents the overcoming of a conflicted past and the celebration of a promising future. The human domination is seen as the materialization of resilience and the capacity to reinvent oneself, demonstrating that even when initially shunned, they can transform a hostile world into a prosperous and vibrant home. Thus, the new order on Xandria is built on the foundations of innovation, cooperation, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge, paving the way for an era of peace and development. After consolidating their power on Xandria, humanity turns to deep reflection on the events that transformed a hostile planet into their new home. This period of introspection is not merely a look back at the past, but also an examination of the legacy left for future generations. Human leaders and scientists meticulously document every stage of the conquest, from the initial steps of adaptation to the decisive victory, seeking to learn from mistakes and celebrate the innovations that made a difference. The stories of sacrifice, bold strategies, and unwavering unity form the foundation of an epic narrative that will be recounted in the annals of intergalactic history. These accounts do not limit themselves to glorifying military feats. They also emphasize the importance of adaptability, empathy, and respect for previously unknown cultures. The natives of Xandria, though once adversaries, gradually become part of a new society where human values and local traditions merge, creating a unique and multicultural identity. This legacy is celebrated through monuments, holographic records, and festivals that commemorate the decisive moments of the conquest. Every story told reinforces the message that human determination can turn the impossible into reality, inspiring future generations to face challenges with courage and creativity. Having reflected on the grandeur of the sacrifices, the bold strategies, and the unwavering unity that forged Xandria's legacy, we invite you to continue this journey with us. If you're inspired by this epic narrative, imagine how many other surprising, twist-filled stories are yet to come. Join our intergalactic community. Hit like if you believe courage, empathy, and creativity can change destiny. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss an HFY sci-fi adventure that defies the limits of the impossible. Share with your friends and everyone who believes that unity and innovation can rewrite the fate of worlds.